Welcome back, my loves. I'm Andrea, and welcome to Life as I Know It. If you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I have some easy and affordable centerpieces that you can use throughout the year. All you have to do is change the flowers to match your decor or the season. At the end of the video, I will show you two centerpieces that I made using the flowers for an event that was being hosted. And with that being said, we're going to jump right into our DIYs. So we have our foam base and we have our leaves. We got these leaves from the dollar store. And all we're going to do is cut them off the stem. And then we're going to start placing them throughout the foam base. If you are going to give this away as a gift, then I would definitely put a little hot glue at the end of each pick before placing it inside of the foam base. Now, if you're going to keep it at home, you don't have to use hot glue. Now, if you don't use hot glue, you can always recycle the foam base and also the leaves and use them in another project. Now this sunflower right here, I got it off a pick that I already used. So you can use any flowers you want to match your decor. So I'm putting the flowers around the base just to make sure I have enough room to put my cylinder down without it having any issues once I'm ready to place it on the top of the base. Once you are satisfied with the fullness of your base, we're going to take that and move it aside, and we're going to start working on our vase. Now I'm going to use these white stones that I got from the Dollar Tree. They sell all different color stones. You can use marbles, whatever you like to put on the bottom of your vase. So once we have that all in, we're going to make sure we have it settled the way we want before we move on to put our glue inside of it. Now I am using Jock glue from the dollar store. So if you're going to use Jock, you're going to need two, because you're going to need at least 1.5 to take it to the level of the way you want the glue to look inside, because it's supposed to look like water. Now when I made the vases for a banquet, I used Elmer's glue because they give you bigger bottles and I got more bang for my buck than using the small ones from the dollar store. And once our vase is done, we're going to go over to our flower base. And what we're going to do is put some hot glue on the top of the foam base. And then we're just going to take the glass vase and put it right on top of the foam base and let it sit. And once we have our vase in place, you can put a flower. I chose to put a pumpkin since we had the leaves with the pumpkins inside. You can put a couple flowers or just one big one or one big pumpkin on top of your water. And once you're done with that, we are done with this DIY. And for this DIY, we're going to take one of the bases that we can get in the dollar store. And as you can see, I already used this before. So definitely, if you can recycle your items, it would save you money and you can just keep using them over. So we're going to take a foam base, place it on top of the glue. Now I'm taking this ring. Now remember the dollar store that had the 3 rings in the pack. So I'm going to take a ring, put it in the middle, and I'm going to rock it back and forth in the foam until I have it situated the way I want. And once I have it deep enough in there, I'm just going to go ahead and take it and fill it with hot glue. And once we have it filled with hot glue, we're going to go ahead and take that ring, sit it right in that groove, and we're going to hold it there for a second so that way the glue can dry. Also, you can take little push pins and put them in there if you have it, or you can take the stems of the leaves and cut a small piece and put it over. So it's how you want it to secure it inside of the foam, but I also put some hot glue on each side of the foam. Now, this bouquet right here I got from Michael's last year off of clearance. So after every holiday, definitely go back to Michael's and Hobby Lobby or Walmart, and whatever bouquets they have left or whatever flowers for that season, just grab them if they're a reasonable price and go ahead and put them up so you can use them the following year. So I just cut all the flowers off the stem, and what I'm going to do now is just place them throughout the foam base. And if you're going to sell this or give it away, then I suggest putting a little hot glue on each tip of the flower. We're going to continue to put our flowers throughout the foam base. If you are going to hot glue the flowers in, then I suggest do your flower arrangements first and then hot glue them in. That way you can always pull them out and change them the way you want. So, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Tell me how the weather is where you are living, because I can't tell if it's summer some days or fall with this weather. So definitely be careful with the weather, because this is definitely the weather you get sick in because you don't know how to dress. If you have any leaves left over, I would put them together, use the stems that come with the bouquet, hot glue them together, and I will put them throughout my bouquet to make it fuller. So you want to use everything that you have. Now, once you are finished with your arrangement, you can stop right here. But I had this little crystal from a set that I got from Hobby Lobby last year. So what I'm going to do is untwist the top of it. I'm going to place it on top of the ring. And once I have that in place, I'm going to put a little hot glue. Now you can see the ring on top. So all we're going to do is take some leaves and cover up that piece. I have to apologize because I didn't realize I needed to push my camera up just a little. So I took two pieces of leaf, put one on each side, and then I took one of the flowers from the bouquet and put it on top, and I glued it all together so that we could cover up that glue that was from the chandelier hanging down. And once you do that, we are done with this DIY. The burlap craft fabric and the wreath came from the dollar store, and all I'm going to do is take a little hot glue, put it on the back of the wreath, attach the ribbon to the back, and then I'm going to take it and start wrapping it around the wreath, pulling it tight as I go. And as you go along, you're just going to continue to do this method. When I get halfway through the ribbon, I usually add just a little bit more hot glue on the back of the frame just to keep it in place, and then we're just going to continue to wrap. Now, when we get to the ends of the ribbon, I always try to adjust it so that we can hot glue it to the back of the frame. So you have to cut a little bit just to make sure that it's on the back. That is fine. We're going to hot glue it, and then we're just going to take the next roll and cover it up and just continue to wrap the wreath. I'm not going to sit here and show you that because all I'm doing is actually wrapping the wreath, and I think you get the point, so you don't have to watch me continue to do this. Now, when we get to the ends of the frame, we're going to do the exact same thing. Make sure everything is covered, and then we're going to cut the ribbon on the back side and just glue it down. And once we're done with that, we are ready to move on to our next phase, which is we're going to decorate the wreath. Now we got these leaves from the dollar store, and all we're going to do is lay them down, decide how we want our color scheme to go, and then we're just going to take a little hot glue and put it on the back of each leaf and then just lay it down, and then you decide how much of the wreath you want to cover with the leaves. And once we have all our leaves on our wreath, we're going to move over and we're going to make a bow to put on top of our wreath. Now this mesh ribbon we got from the dollar store, and we're going to use this to make our bow. So we're just going to pull it. We're going to place it in our one hand, decide how we want our loop to be, and then we're going to pinch it. Once we have the size of the loop, we're just going to pinch it and hold it and make another loop and continue to pinch and hold. Once you decide how big you want your bow to be with the loops, then all you're going to do is take the ribbon, wrap it around your bow a couple of times, and then you're going to cut it. And once you have it cut, all we're going to do is add a little hot glue to hold it in place. We're going to do the exact same method. We're just going to use red ribbon instead. I am loving this mesh ribbon. It's very easy to work with. You can put it on top of a regular bow, and they give you so many colors, and the colors do change with the seasons, but they also always carry some in the floral garden section. And once we are done with this bow, we're going to attach our two bows together. Now I did leave a little extra of the red ribbon because what we're going to do is take that, we're going to attach the two bows together with that extra length. We're going to add a little hot glue, and we're going to attach the ribbon to our wreath form. Now the pick we did get from the dollar store, and the flowers came off another arrangement that we already had. So we're going to take the little two flowers, we're going to attach them to each side of the ribbon on the top and the bottom. And then I decided instead of putting the picks on it as a whole, we're just going to cut the berries off the pick and hot glue them around the flowers. And once we have that in place, we have all our little berries, and we're satisfied with the way our little arrangement turned out, we are done with this DIY. Now this right here is more of a hack than a DIY. We're going to take some twine. We're going to make a loop at the end so that we can hang our garland up. I saw this in Hobby Lobby and it was $19.99, and I said we can make it for less. So we take the twine. We got 2 packs of leaves. I got 1 pack from the dollar store and 1 pack from Hobby Lobby. They were $7.99 with 66% off. So we're going to take clothespins from the dollar store, and all we're going to do is space our leaves and hang them up with the clothespin. And that's exactly how the garland looked at Hobby Lobby. So just space it out. You can use colorful leaves. You can use all leaves from the dollar store, whatever matches your decor. And like I said, all we're going to do is space it out and hang up each leaf. Now the leaves that we got from the dollar store, we're just going to bend the stems on the back of the leaf. And once we're done with this garland and the season is over, we can take the leaves, reuse them, and the clothespin since we did not hot glue anything down. This is such a fun and easy hack that the children can do this to decorate their room. If you're a teacher, you can also let your class do this to decorate the classroom. Once you have all your leaves in place, we are done with this hack. Well, my loves, that is the end of our DIYs. You can use this method for any flowers for any season. If you are new, welcome aboard. We would love if you stuck around by hitting that subscribe button. And if you're returning, you are truly appreciated. I want to thank everyone for taking time out to watch my video. Have a blessed day. Remember, it costs nothing to be kind, and we will see you in our next video. Bye for now.